Good evening, Philippines. This is Mike Padua, and we're back to our latest weather analysis for this Monday to Wednesday, October 10 to 12, 2022. And this is brought to you by Typhoon2000. Let's begin with our update. We are monitoring two low pressure areas, okay, which we already mentioned last Saturday. And the first one, which is now 98W, is approaching the eastern coastal waters of northern Luzon, and right now it's start to somewhat quasi-stationary for the past 6 hours. This is LPA 98W, and it has been upgraded to medium chance of developing into a tropical cyclone within the next 24 hours. And alongside with this LPA, we have the first blast of the Northeast Monsoon, bringing some gale force winds of up to 70 kph across the coastal areas of Extreme Northern Luzon, particularly Batanes, Babuing Islands, and the coastal waters of Ilocos Norte and Northern Cagayan. So expect some windy conditions with some on and off rain showers and possible thunderstorms along portions of northern Luzon. So this is the reason why these areas are currently windy as of this time. And also it's also affecting Taiwan. They also have some high wind warning, and the coastal waters of southern China as well. They are experiencing some dry monsoonal flow, as mentioned by the Hong Kong Observatory. And let's go back to 98W. This system, based on the global computer models, is not expected to intensify. It will remain as a low pressure area, quite active, but most of the rain bands is located to the north of its circulation because of strong upper level winds coming from the southeast. And then we are there are some inflow of northerly winds penetrating across the eastern coastal waters of Luzon, especially along Purillo, and blowing across the Bicol region. That's why we are experiencing some, although good weather with the strong winds of up to 40 kph for the past few hours, especially in the afternoon. So we expect this northerly winds to prevail until tomorrow because of this LPA. Based on the forecast, the latest one, it shows that this LPA will move very slowly to the southwest, and it will just remain over the along the coastal waters of Aurora, and we are keeping an eye on this, okay? And right here to the West Philippine Sea, there is a possibility of another LPA forming here, and it will start to move towards the southwest due to the strong northeasterly winds pushing the system towards the southern coastal areas of Vietnam. So likely this may become 99W, and also within that line of monsoon trough from this soon to be LPA 99W and 98W here, and another one here 97W, which came from this area and it moved over this area. As you can see, the system is also somewhat sheared. Most of the convections located to the south of the low pressure center, and this is 97W. It has a lower chance of developing into a tropical cyclone in 24 hours, but in the next few days, this system will start to move towards the north and northwest in the general direction of the North Philippine Sea. We're going to show to you the latest global models in a while, the ensemble, particularly the European and the American model, on what will be the output of these two tropical lows. Okay. So if we take a look at the fast animation, you can clearly see here the upper level circulation. That's why it's starting to swirl here, but it's starting to become disorganized with the center somewhere here. Okay, and as you can see, there are some developing convection or thunderstorm activity very close to the center. And we also have here tropical low pressure 97W to the west of Guam, and most of its rain bands is also located to the south. Okay, and let's take a look now on the zoom in satellite animation from windy.com for the Philippine Islands. And it's not quite rainy across the Philippine Islands. It's most parts of the country is really enjoying some good weather, particularly most parts of Luzon, including the Bicol region and eastern Visayas. We have here some thunderstorm activity across Bohol Sea and also across northern Mindanao. And right now here over the mainland Luzon area, we have here some cloudiness generated by the blast of the Northeast Monsoon, or the surge of the Northeast Monsoon. So we are going to closely observe that, but it has no effect when we speak of the Bicol region, eastern Visayas. Most of the rain bands are located to the north of the circulation, so somewhere here. Okay, so nothing to worry about. Here's the rainfall accumulation for the next 24 hours. We're going to show to you first the first 24 hours, and it shows the Northeast Monsoon will continue to bring light to moderate to at times heavy rainfall across northern Cagayan and the northern coastal areas of Ilocos Norte, as well as Kalinga and Apayao. So expect rainfall over those areas, particularly during the afternoon or evening. The rest will be enjoying some good weather, perfect weather, but there are at times isolated rain showers and thunderstorms, particularly over Mindanao and some portions of the Visayas and Palawan. Now let's move it forward for the next 3 days. There you go. As you can see, this is now the rainfall activity brought about by the enhanced Northeast Monsoon, enhanced by LPA 98W here. And then this line of heavy downpour is again due to the potential LPA that we have mentioned during the first portion of this analysis. And like I said, it may develop somewhere here. So possible there's another LPA that will form here and move towards the southwest. Okay. And this cloud is now this trail of heavy rainfall is the result of the LPA 97W. And that's it. That's first that's the 3-day rainfall accumulation. That will be until Thursday. So folks over the Bicol region and other parts of Luzon, including Metro Manila, is spared from the heavy rainfall brought about by the upcoming LPA 98W. Now here's the GFS tracks ensemble on 98W. Now as you can see, for the next 48 hours, based on the 2 p.m. analysis this afternoon, it showed here that the LPA will track more to the southwest, moving closer towards Bicol area, but it's likely that it will weaken further as it moves southward with cloudless circulation. Okay, so with some sporadic thunderstorms expected. So that's the forecast of the American model. Now let's take a look on the other computer models. This is the this is the European model ensemble coming from the easterlywave.com website. As you can see, this is now the ensemble for LPA 98W, so it's not likely to intensify. And then this is another ensemble for LPA, soon to be LPA 99W, if it does develop, or 90W. It depends, because there's also another LPA to the east of Guam that may form, and it shows that it will track towards this direction. So either of the two. Okay, and this is now LPA 97W. As you can see, the ensemble track shows a westward shift of its track towards extreme northern Luzon. So we are going to observe this LPA in the coming days, aside from 98W, of course. So we will let you know come Wednesday if there are some changes on the forecast track. So it shows a possible visit across extreme northern Luzon based on the initial ensemble from the European model. Okay, so I'm going to cut short this weather analysis, and we will be back again on Wednesday. If it intensifies tomorrow, if it becomes a tropical cyclone, we are going to return tomorrow, Tuesday. If not, by Wednesday. Again, this is Mike Padua. Good night to all. Stay safe always. Be #weatherwiser. And thank you so much for watching our channel.